What's up, guys? Hope every one of you are doing great. I'm doing great, and it's a wonderful day. Just came out of just came from the clinic and thought, why not just make a video? Okay, it's just a video to make you more aware and remove a lot of stigmas and taboos that people have related mental health problems. Okay, and I see people out there hesitating to approach to a clinic or a psychiatric division. Okay, why do people do those things? What might have been going through their minds that they really don't want to seek help, even though they are going through a lot of problems. One and obvious reason is definitely there are a lot of social stigma related to mental health problem. Okay, if you are having a mental health problem, even that may be anxiety, that may be depression. Okay, and these are not psychotic symptoms, they actually come under neurotic, and many people are not able to differentiate between neurotic problems and psychotic problems, and they get confused, and they term every mental health problem as people going crazy. Have you ever thought by yourself, when you are into the state of lot of overthinking, you get exhausted, or you sometimes have that anxiety feeling about something, some events or social situation, or you start feeling anxiety related to some thoughts. Okay, or you are having a low mood for a long period of time, and a lot of other problems. Okay, you're having a eating problem, that you're having sleep problems, and a lot of issues, and you hesitate to go to a psychiatric division or a mental health clinic. Okay, first you need to be a little aware, my friends, and I've already mentioned those videos in lot of videos, and I continue to mention, be aware where should you really visit. Okay, whether it's a psychiatric division or a mental health clinic. Okay, there are a lot of things. Okay, and you need to first be aware of what a role of a psychologist and what is the role of a psychiatrist. Okay, the role definitely differentiate to some extent. Okay, I'm not trying to uh, actually promote one or the other. Okay, both of them are well equipped, well skilled. Okay, well knowledgeable in their own domain. Okay, but they both deal in the same thing, that is mental illness. Okay, but psychologists also deal with mental health problem ranging from self-doubt, negative self-talk, poor self-esteem, to self-confidence, to behavioral problems, to, I would say, definitely mental illness is one of the things that they deal with. Apart from that, there are a lot of relationship issues that a psychologist deal with. But when you go to a psychiatrist, what is psychiatrist all about? Okay, a psychiatrist is an MBBS doctor. Okay, who is well versed with all kind of mental illness, and he's well versed with all the medication that is required in order to treat the mental illness. As I've already mentioned, sometimes what happens is mental illness are result of chemical imbalance. Okay, not everything of mental illness has to do with some of the environmental situation or something that have triggered or something that made you vulnerable. No, sometimes definitely due to some reason, okay, underlying factors, the brain chemical go ups and downs, and that definitely leads to release of a lot of neurotransmitters that eventually would lead to depression, anxiety, a lot of other problems, psychotic problems too. Okay, I'll definitely make a brief video to make you understand about neurotic problems and psychotic problems. Okay, just for a better understanding, those with neurotics actually are aware of their problems. Okay, if I'm having anxiety, if I'm feeling low mood, okay, if I'm having a problem with eating disorder, definitely I'm aware of that, and definitely that makes it more easily identifiable, and people are able to go and seek out help. Okay, but in case of psychotic patient, okay, they are really not aware of the reality, they are detached from reality, they are either delusional, they are paranoia, and a lot of things happens. Okay, and especially those around them can observe the behavior is somehow not appropriate. Okay, and that people can easily identify, but they themselves are not aware of what really is happening, because of some reason they are acting in that manner that people call them weird or weirdo. Okay, so that was a basic differentiation. So I was already mentioning, I mentioned about neuroticism, I mentioned about psychoticism, I mentioned about psychologists, I mentioned about psychiatrists. Okay, but why really, and I also mentioned about why really is there a taboo. But first of all, it's all about lack of awareness. Okay, that is why I try to create little bit videos, okay, on daily topics and mental health. Still I need improvement, I know. Okay, because I've not been doing that much of research, but I'm trying to promote whatever little I can on a daily basis to make mental health a common term, okay? Because prioritizing mental health is your right, okay? And mental health, good mental health is definitely your right, where you are able to productively work, you are able to contribute to society, you are able to manage your emotions, you are able to manage your behavior, okay? At the same time, you're coping up with all the challenges, because if life is there, challenges are bound to be there. And definitely, if you're not able to cope up with, definitely there might be certain vulnerabilities, okay? And definitely, you should always seek help, okay? So I was just thinking, how do I make this promotion, okay? Or how do I promote that you should be taking care of your mental health, and if you really require help, just talk to someone, talk to a therapist, talk to a counselor, go for help. And definitely, if there are mental illnesses, just go out and seek the help of psychologists, clinical psychologists, or psychiatrists, okay, who are highly trained professional in this matter. And a lot of videos I've already made where I've told you again and again, if there's a mental health issues, if there's a mental illness problem, if there's a problem, and there's always be a solutions, and they are trained expert, okay? But the society need to be more aware, okay? All these days. And definitely, what I believe and what I've heard, and I personally felt that COVID time definitely has created that awareness of mental health issues, okay? Like isolation is one of the problem, loneliness is one of the problem, they say, okay? Not having a or having poor social relationship is also sometimes a problematic thing, okay? And you can really you can just identify that psychiatrists can really not be, okay, dealing with all those things, eh? They have to be dealt by psychologists only. These little things like self-doubt, overthinking, whether you talk about social problems, your behavioral problems, okay? No one can treat you with your medicine, okay? Medicines definitely are there to treat mental illnesses and all kind of brain imbalance that happen. But definitely, if you are facing with all those problems, then definitely you should be first visiting a psychologist, not a psychiatrist, in order to identify the problem. And if the problem is exaggerated, if the problem is like in a severe mode, definitely the psychologist, the counselor, the therapist will additionally send you or refer you to a psychiatrist who can easily, I would not say easily, who can more effectively deal with all the problems. So there's always said that in terms of mental health and mental illness, psychotherapy plus pharmacology is the best treatment you can avail, okay? And there's not a single treatment, because sometimes medicine will work, sometimes therapy will work, but a combination of both will effectively work and really help out. So that was a small awareness thing from my side, and I've always told to people out there that awareness is the first thing, and we need to create awareness in our society so that we remove the social stigma that is in our society, right from rural areas to urban areas. Definitely, there's a lot of awareness in the urban sector these days, and thanks to social media and a lot of things. But still, in the rural part of areas, there are a lot of things that need to be done. It's still the mindset of people has not yet changed related to mental health and mental illness, okay? They see them as a totally weird thing rather than just a mental ill problem. I've already again and again mentioned mental illness is like any other disorder. People suffering from cancer, people suffering from diabetes, it's same like a disorder that can be treated. And mental health problem, definitely we all go through those problems. And these are also treatable by the, I would say this could be managed, okay, by psychologists, counselors, therapists. They are very well aware with all those subjects because they study those topics, whether it's emotion, whether it's positive psychology, whether it's neuropsychology, okay? They deal with everything, emotion, thought, human behavior, the cognition. And if there's a chance, why not take that chance? I've always believed that if there's a chance to improve, if there's a chance to get help, why not get the help and make your life more productive, more satisfying, more at peace. Okay, that's the main thing. We are not here to give you gyan or things like that, motivational lecture. Okay, we deal with scientific theories, we deal with scientific steps, we deal systematically. That is why psychology is a science of mind, science of human behavior. Okay, it's the science of emotions, because Definitely, it's one of the youngest science that is yet to be explored more and more. But there's a lot of things to be done, and definitely brain. I've already mentioned that brain plays an important part. Okay, so that was it. It was a small video that go out, seek for help. These are little things you need to mention, and nothing such of awkward thing happens in clinic. I myself has been working in clinic, and I salute to those who really accept that they are facing a problem with this relationship problem, with this problem with the children, problem with neurodevelopmental problems, problem with self-esteem, problem with anxiety, neurotic problems, psychotic problems, and a lot of other small to larger mental health issues. Okay, people are aware. Okay, and those who comes to visit to clinic, definitely they are the most strongest people, because there's a will to change, there's a will to live a better life, because mental health problems somehow or the other hinders your productivity. Okay, the main reason is the same thing. Okay, if something hinders your productivity, just for a moment just think. Okay, if you can go, if you can run 100 meter at the very fast rate, but due to the fever, due to the sickness, you cannot be really running that, or you can achieve something significant. Okay, because you have all the talent, but just because of some problem, just because of some problem, okay, whether it's, you're suffering from some kind of problem, you are not able to achieve that productivity level. So definitely everybody wants to be productive. So that is why the issue has been very important. And for me, especially, other things, definitely I've already and constantly told you all, everything is manageable. Okay, when it comes to cognition, when it comes to emotion, when it comes to mood, and mental health is all about your mind, your behavior, your thoughts, your emotions, and they can be managed. Okay, even the behavior can be managed. Okay, if required intervention and required help is given, or that is available. Okay, the main problem is, when I see people out there, people taking their life just because. Okay, the lot of problems. Okay, definitely we all go through challenges and in life, whether it's financial, whether emotional, and xyz factors. Okay, but people take their own life because they are not able to handle what their mind is telling. They're not able to manage their emotion because there's shift in emotions. Okay, and that actually triggers some unwanted behavior that ends of life. Okay, so that has been a major focus. Okay, because if you really can save people out there, definitely that's a magic, or that's a superpower that God has given to all the psychologists, counselors, therapists. Okay, otherwise all other things are manageable. You can change people life. Why I took this field? Because we can really not just treat the problem, we can change people life. Okay, we can change a person with a negative cognitive bias or a negative thinking pattern to a wholly positive thinking pattern, and the life can dramatically change. Okay, I don't have to say it, but you already are aware the uh, benefit of thinking positively, the benefit of having a positive attitude, the benefit are tremendous. Okay, so that was it, I would say. So I was saying that coming to clinic is not that awkward. It's like any other general clinic. When you come, okay, you are welcomed by the receptionist. I'm talking about a clinical setting, or even you go to the hospital, you are received by the receptionist. You do your thing, you meet the doctor, you talk about your problem, whatever it is. Okay, the main thing is like, in terms of psychology, in terms of mental health, because we have to share some darkest or sometimes some awkward uh, things about ourselves. Okay, we don't really want to share, but yeah, if that's creating problem, why not? Okay, and the main thing in psychology is very confidential. Okay, whatever is like whatever is being conversation whatever the conversation take place between a therapist and the client or the patient, the conversation is highly confidential. Okay, because people don't really want to share things out there. Even I, even the other person, or even your parents, no one wants to share their desires, I would say, some thoughts, okay, that is problematic or things like that. So it's totally understandable. So that is why the psychologist, the counselor are being taught to keep all those conversations confidential, because uh, this is how humans have been. Okay, born and brought up, how this society works, that you really share a lot of things about yourself. Okay, so that was it, and the problem is discussed, and slowly and gradually assessment is done. Like, okay, same like any other assessment. Assessment is done. That is a pen and paper assessment, and problem is figured out. Okay, what kind of personality you are, or what is the real problem that you're facing, how the problem arises. Okay, what have been the changes since the problem arises. There are a lot of things. Okay, the psychologist, counselor, they are trained for that. And after the identification of problem, we go after the effective solution, and the solution definitely takes time to be visible. It's not like other thing where you give someone the medication and in few days it is okay, because it's the change of brain pattern, it's a change of behavior. It takes time, it may take months, it may take years. But if you are really willing to change, definitely the change will be there, the effectiveness will be there, and slowly and gradually you back to the normal life, and you're enjoying the high you are enjoying the life as usual, being happy, being prosperous, being productive. Okay, doing your own stuff, and at the same time you are equipped with all those powers. Okay, all those tools to handle the future problems too. That's the best thing. Okay, so that was it. So don't fear coming to clinic, coming to psychiatric illness. Definitely person to person experience vary. Okay, but I've already mentioned, just try to figure out, okay, where should you first visit, as a direct psychiatric division or a psychologist clinic, or you can just visit a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Okay, just be aware. First of all, it's all about awareness. Be aware of that thing, and just take care of yourself. That was the thing for today. I thought, why not just tell something about mental health only. Okay, I had no topic to discuss, and it was getting darker and darker. So I thought, let's just make an awareness video. Let's just make them more comfortable. Come to clinic. Okay, it's so warming. Okay, because it's like any other place. It's more warming than other places too. I personally felt that. Okay, so that was it. Don't hesitate to get counseling about your thought, emotion, behavior or any other problem. Don't hesitate to get counseling. Even we or many psychologists go through counseling beforehand to solve their inner conflict or a lot of problems they might be facing, because we are human too. Even though we tend to expert in certain field. Okay, we are human too. We are going to make mistakes, and we are going to feel the same emotion, same problems as all of you. But the main thing is awareness, and the second thing is you initiate, you take action. So that was it, brother and sister. Hope you find it interesting. Definitely I'll be making more videos that will be related to mental health, mental illness, because there are a lot of topics out there, and it's a growing topic. So definitely I'll be making a more productive video. That was for it. So don't hesitate, come to clinic if you really want help. Talk to a psychologist, counselor, psychiatrist, whatever it is. So with that in mind, I would like to say bye bye, see ya next time.